You're watching Farm Dad, and today we're going to dig a swimming hole in my almost dried up creek with a 1626 Mahindra.
If this video helps you, please help me by clicking the subscribe button.
Now before you do what I'm about to do, you need to determine whether it's legal in your area. Now you may need permits, or you just plain might not be allowed to do it. I'm no lawyer, but I've done a lot of Google research, and that can be dangerous, but I think I'm in the clear on this one for various reasons. I'm not diverting water to a new area. I own the entirety of the stream. The body of water that I'm creating is teeny tiny. This is not a navigable waterway. And also, gravel mining, which is a whole lot like what I'm doing, because when you gravel mine, you just dig gravel from the bottom of a creek or stream. Gravel mining happens to be legal in my area without a permit, so long as the gravel doesn't leave your property. And since this is a whole lot like gravel mining, I think that also means I'm in the clear. So anyway, I'm no lawyer, but I'm confident enough that I'm going to risk sharing this video with you.
It's kind of hard to tell because it's actually a little bit of a damp morning, but it's been a very, very, very dry summer. We're toward the end of August right now here in Arkansas, and my creek, which is almost always a year-round creek, is mostly dried up. There are still some wet spots, and we happen to be down here in an area where my kids like to play. We have a swing set, we got a campsite set up and things like that. And my kids are all freaking out because all their fish that were in this normally, 2-foot deep hole right here are gone. They came down here looking around and couldn't find anything. And so I had the idea that since I have this 1626 Mahindra right now, that I was going to take that little backhoe and try to dig this out deeper. Maybe give us a little bit of a swimming hole. And if nothing else, just a place that will stay wet enough to keep the fish in it year round. The plan today is to go ahead, dig this area right here out deeper. We're going to get that deep enough that hopefully it'll hold more water. I think I can, unless I hit rock, I can at least go a few feet lower. And then we're going to take this bank over here and we're going to move it back, give it a little bit of a wider section. I mean, I wouldn't call this a pond, but it's going to be about the closest thing I get to a pond on our farm right now. Hardest thing when you're in a tight space like this in the woods, just finding a place to put your dirt.
to go ahead and call it a day. So with digging something like this, I mean, you can just go on and on and on and make it bigger and bigger and better. But I spent about 3.5 hours with that machine, and I think that that's a testament to how good those little compact tractor backhoes are. Now it's got a tiny little bucket on it, and you know, it can only move so much dirt at a time, but I feel like I moved a whole lot of dirt.
If I had to guess, I'd say that I moved about 15 yards or so of dirt today. To me, that looks like about one dump truck load. Could be more. I noticed as I dug that I got more and more water in here. I think the water table tends to be pretty high down here by these creeks. And so as I dug, we were definitely filling up.
This is by no means a real pond, I guess, but yeah, I've accomplished what I came here to do. This is going to hold water. It's going to be, you know, deep enough that it should have water in it year round. My kids can put some microfish in here. They can have some fun stocking it from some other places, you know, lots of minnows and things like that. And you know, it'll be a place that they can come down and cool off in the summer and all of that. I think I ended up digging it about 2.5 feet deeper. The good news is that if I went 2.5 feet deeper, and that thing normally holds, I'd say, 2 foot of water, that means this little pond eventually will be about 4.5 feet deep, and that's just perfect for my kids. I mean, that's as tall as they are, so you know, it's going to be perfect for them to swim in, perfect for some small fish to live in, and I'm fairly happy with the little amount of time I put in and the end result. So all we have to do now is wait for it to rain, and once it rains, I'll show you what it looks like.
It's the very next day. We got a little bit of rain overnight, and this little pond has already filled up. Water's kind of murky because it just washed in, but we are already filled up. We got water flowing out of this thing and down the rest of the creek. It didn't take long for the kids to start filling this thing back in, but hey, it's all in good fun. I suspect there's going to be a lot of cherished childhood memories made right here, and I'm blessed to have the equipment and the time necessary to have made this happen. Bigger job than you were remembering, huh? I hope this video helped you. If it did, would you mind helping us by clicking the subscribe button? We are a family of 6 trying to make a life on 90 acres in the Ouachita Mountains of Arkansas. And every time someone hits that subscribe button, it grows our channel and helps make this life possible for us. We appreciate you.